If you didn't have in the back of your head that this was a true story,
Yeah, you wouldn't have believed it. Yeah, completely.
This couldn't happen. It was also a love story as well, which is very nice.
It feels like every story has that sort of damsel in distress moment when you know the guy has to go and save the girl. So I really liked the reversal.
Did you feel a sense of responsibility? Because it was, you know...
Definitely, yeah, I did.
There's people who survived this. And,
yeah, there are people still alive who experienced this and lived in the camp. So I actually took a trip to Chile and, you know, I did as much sort of research as I could and I spoke to as many people as I could. Yeah, you do feel a responsibility.
Sure. How did you find Chile?
Chile is beautiful.
Really?
I mean, the landscape is just unbelievable, and I think that was what was so eerie in a way. It's so stunning, and but then all these really dark things sort of happened. So it's sort of a weird contrast. That is so embarrassing. That is my phone. That's Tina Turner.
That's ultimate respect. I think that's probably the best ringtone I've ever heard.
Thank you. Well, I'm glad I'm forgiven because it's Tina Turner.
It's all right.
Otherwise, that would have been terrible. I'm so sorry.
One of your first leading dramatic roles, anyway. Yeah. How does that feel being part of that? Again, is there a sense of responsibility or like?
It's definitely a different vibe. You kind of have to set a tone. You're there every day. You sort of have to have a sense of the piece as a whole and what your character's arc is, but also what the story's arc is, because you're, you know. Some
scary scenes underwater as well, I noticed. Was that, what was that like filming that?
Pretty horrific, really. As scary as it looked. Yeah, it was, just scary, really.
Something else you're up to as well at the moment is Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
Real life Beauty and the Beast. You playing Belle.
I played Belle. It's so crazy.
It's amazing.
Thank you. I was so excited.
So tell me about all this, because there's not an awful lot out about it yet, is there?
No. I've been in musical plays and my mum would help me record a song just for fun and whatever, and I loved it, but I just hadn't done it for such a long time. So it was like learning to ride a bike again.
You are one of the most stylish kind of girls in the UK.
Thank you.
One of the most stylish women I'd ever come across. You must adore fashion.
I do. I always have. I think it's done right. It's such a creative expression, and it's really fun. I'm an actress. I love how clothes can sort of transform you. They've got this kind of chameleon effect.
It's very difficult to pinpoint your style. You seem to go here, but all very age appropriate, all spot on.
Thank you.
Is that, I mean...
Yeah, I like to experiment and have fun with it. You know, it's kind of like red carpet dressing. It's otherworldly. It's not, it's, you might as well experiment and have fun because it's not your everyday. No. So why not?
No. Is there any favourite? I'd say my favourite outfit, if it's all right to mention, the Dior kind of trouser dress.
I love that you love that.
Was amazing.
That was, it's so funny. It was one of those things where I was like, am I crazy? Am I really? Am I? And like there are a few moments where I got cold feet with that outfit. I actually had a backup dress.
Did you?
I had a dress, like a kind of, you know, really traditional, nice pretty dress.
You're obviously friends, you know, with Burberry, you know, with Christopher Bailey there, and Karl Lagerfeld, Chanel, people like that.
Yeah.
What's it like? I mean, is it a matter of you just calling up, being like, I need a Chanel dress now? How does it work?
I work very closely because there's no way I could have like organised the amount that goes into it on my own. I'm very close with my stylist, Sarah. Her name's Sarah Slutsky, and she's amazing.
You've been on the red carpet since you were 11 years old.
Yes.
Do you enjoy the red carpet, or can it sometimes be quite an ordeal, actually?
Yeah, you know, it's funny. It's like, I've obviously been doing it since I was 10 years old, and I've been doing it for a long time, but it doesn't ever not feel terrifying. And I'm not, it's just the level of energy and adrenaline and the amount of people and... it's just a lot of attention concentrated in a small space.
I mean, you've won a BAFTA, and you've obviously been to the Oscars red carpet. You've done the Met Ball, which I think is three, I'd say, of the scariest red carpets known to man.
For sure. No, it is. I think it's also the fact that not only have you got to sort of run the gauntlet of the red carpet, but you've got steps that you have to go up. And you just you're just having nightmares that you're going to fall flat on your face. So no, that's an intimidating one for sure.
You've been to all of those amazing events and stuff like that. You see, when I compare a US star that's been famous as a child compared to yourself, you have weathered very well.
Oh, thank you.
You're normal and you're lovely.
Thank you.
How have you kept it so real? How have you done
Well, it's interesting you mention it's like, I think a big part of it was that we have such a cottage film industry in this country. We're not... I've made films and really existed outside of Hollywood, and I think that was actually really helpful in a way because I didn't get swallowed by the industry.
Something else, you've been so lucky, but I'm so glad that you're doing this as your UN ambassador.
Yes.
Well, that's amazing.
Oh,
that's
it's
incredible.
so great. It's been the best.
I mean, you've already done some amazing things. You went to Uruguay, is that correct?
I did. I travelled to Uruguay and Davos, and I'm going to do another trip for them soon, actually, which is great.
Speaking of fun as well, Feminist Book Club going very well. I'm hearing.
Yes, I can't believe it. We've got like we've got like 70,000 members, and it's the biggest book club now on Goodreads, which is incredible. It's had just the most amazing response, so it's been really fun.
Well, you've got the golden touch. I have to say,
thank you
so much. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah,
Cheers,
thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.